Hi guys, just Freckles back online again, and today I am making some delicious lockdown loaf. This is a recipe from Chelsea Winter. You can just search lockdown loaf and her recipe will come up fast. So yeah, let's just get right into what we need. So now it is just time for me to run through the ingredients super quick, but the recipe and Chelsea Winter's website will be linked down in the description below to her lockdown loaf that she did because I'm following her recipe. But yeah, so you're going to need 3 cups of flour, 3 teaspoons of baking powder, I realize now that it is faced around the wrong way, 2 teaspoons of sugar, 1 teaspoon of salt, and then you're going to need 375 milliliters of beer. Don't worry, the alcohol in it just completely evaporates when it's in the oven due to the heat, but the yeast in it, because beer is like pretty much just wheat and water, and then they kept adding to it, but all the yeast in it will continue to rise the loaf like it's Frankenstein. And then you're going to need some olive oil to drizzle generously over the loaf once you've finished. Oh, by the way, this is a no knead recipe, so you're not going to need it. There's no need to knead. Look at me making jokes. And then you're also going to want to use like whatever you want to top it with. So I'm using some Moroccan spices, some cheese, some bacon bits, and also some salt and pepper. Those are out of frame, I think, but don't worry, you guys are going to get to see it in a minute. So now let's go and bake it. Time is of the essence. I got a bit of a head start, put 1 cup of flour in, so I'm putting in 2 more, so I'm just immediately scooping in a bit, and then if you have like a scooper, or you can use this big spoon, whatever you want to scoop in a bit more, and then you can just use a knife. And the really good thing is that what you do is you can use the curved side, tap away all of like the mega bits of excess, and then you use the flat side, just perfectly slide it away. So then you're gonna dump that in. I'm trying to like not get splash, but oh, I just realized I put the knife in there. It's fine. And then I'm gonna use this little scoopy thing to like bring some more flour towards the middle so I can scoop it easier. And there we are. This is so tedious. Okay, so you see that much? You take the curved side, tap, and then you take this flat side and then just perfectly smooth it. Then you just dump it in, and then your 3 cups are done. So I'm gonna pack away the flour now, and now it's time to pop in the baking powder. Pop that over there as well with the knife. So the baking powder, the biggest trick I can give you guys with that, we're using 3 teaspoons just to jog your memory, is bring it up towards the side and then slide it out. Comes out perfect. And depending on like the brand that you use, the packaging will be different, so there will be a few small bumps, but it's nothing mega. So there we are, 3 teaspoons of that. Now we need 2 teaspoons of sugar. I'm just going to use the teaspoon that's in it, because you know, I know. Probably going to need 3 of these just because it's so small. Actually, no, we don't need too much. It doesn't need to be too sweet. Didn't break, it's okay. And then 1 teaspoon of salt. Okay, let's see how long it takes to get the salt in. Squeeze that in, and then we're gonna pop in the beer. So beer and ginger beer, I'd actually really recommend using ginger beer because ginger beer is really awesome for helping it fizz up and everything. And then you're gonna take a wooden spoon. I actually use this end of it, so definitely don't use a whisk, because that is not a good idea because it will either break the whisk or your wrist. But you're just gonna mix. And you'll realize it's like starting to puff down because of all the, because like dumping it will like essentially like fizz it up really huge. So yeah, so you're just mixing that, make sure all mixed together so it's like one consistent consistency, if that's like a thing. And then, like I said, this is a no knead recipe, so there's no need to dump it out on the counter and knead it. We're just gonna immediately dump it into the pan. So I will mix this because it takes lots of muscle, but not much time. So I'll mix this and I'll be right back. Okay, so now it's pretty much done. You can tell it's kind of like sticky, gooey. It's kind of like slime, but like a really badly made slime because it's super sticky. But slime isn't edible. So you're just gonna take your spoon, you're just gonna leave it on the counter very discreetly so your parents don't see. And then you're just gonna dump it in. And you can use a spatula for this. You can just let it come out naturally because it's kind of like egg. I don't know if you guys, like whenever you use egg, like don't you notice how it kind of like just goops out in one big bit? I have a spatula here though. I'm so bad at doing this. I'm gonna bring it closer to me so you know, less chance to fail. And then, oh, beautiful. This is definitely gonna be delicious. Literally, I've made 3 loaves of these so far. I made a fruit loaf. Actually, my mom did that one. And then I made like one kind of like this, except it didn't have any Moroccan spices. And then I made one that's like plain and cheesy. And literally, it took 3 days to finish 2 loaves. So this is absolutely delicious. Your parents will love it. If you have a sister like mine, they will love it. It's a crowd pleaser. This is like, just like treat your parents. This is getting kind of messy. I'm gonna come back because I'm not very good at this. So now it's time to put on all the seasoning, all the toppings, all of that sort of stuff. So I have some chopped bacon bits. I have some cheese, which I'm actually going to start off with, so you know. I'm going to put on the cheese first because, you know, you kind of want a very generous, kind of like thick layer of cheese on it to start. And tiny bit more because I love cheese. And then we're just gonna spread it a tiny bit more in a gap. And if there's like any massive gaps, obviously you're gonna wanna cover that. And then you're gonna just, shake it in slowly. I'm just gonna do that in the last little bits. Make sure you spread it so that it's like kind of consistent throughout. And then you can take your Moroccan spice and then you can just do a very light drizzle, if any will come out. Oh, there we are. There we are, beautiful. Then some mixed herbs, love these. These are also really good in pasta, mixed herbs. There we are. I'm just gonna take some salt and pepper. Now the salt and pepper just tastes so good on it. I don't think I've ever made a loaf without salt and pepper on it, like a lockdown loaf. You don't want too much salt. It came out very quickly. And look at how pretty! My baby's very movie. Look at that! She keeps moving. She's very... And now we're just gonna take a nice olive oil. Then you're just gonna lightly drizzle. And this is what'll make it go nice and brown and beautiful. And then you're gonna, oh, I probably should have mentioned this earlier, but you wanna preheat your oven to 180 degrees Celsius. And then you're gonna put in your loaf once you've finished making it. And then you're gonna put it in for 40 minutes at 180 still. And then, oh, and that is conventional. Okay, so it smells so good. It's just out of the oven. So I'm gonna try to not drop it and move it to here. And literally look at how much that rose. Like, that is insane. It was like less than half this. It was like less than half that size originally, and it's just risen so massively. This is insane. But Chelsea Winter, you are a genius. This smells absolutely amazing. It is a really awesome recipe for getting a beautiful, amazing homemade loaf in under an hour. So let's cut into this. Okay, so now it's time to cut into it, and let me give you guys a secret. The edges of this loaf are so good. This is the best part of the whole loaf, okay? Because it's completely like chewy. It's just everything you could ever dream of in a loaf. The edges are. So there we are. Look at that. That's the inside. You can see some steam coming out. I don't know if it shows up on camera, but this is literally delicious. Like, there's the other side. Also, like, there's a tiny mark there-ish. I don't know if it shows up on camera, but like, that is where it was, and it's like grown that much. That's insane. So, me and my sister, we love this bread. Me and my mom have made this together so many times, but me and my sister often end up like having most of the loaf. So I'm gonna get a head start on that, and I'm gonna finish this piece. That is so good. I don't even know why I'm surprised. Like I said, Chelsea Winter, you are a genius. This is so good. I definitely recommend you guys trying this. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell to get notified every single time I upload a video. Share this video with all of your friends and all of your family, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye from me, and goodbye from every single one of my freckles. Bye!